I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Civil War II issue number 8. That's right, it's finally here, the finale of this event that took the entire year to finish off. Who will live, who will die, and what will the Marvel Universe look like after? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so as we pick up the comic, the battle between Captain Marvel and Iron Man is still very much in progress. They are absolutely positively letting each other have it right now. It's a vicious battle, and for once Maria Hill actually shows some restraint, telling all the heroes of Alpha Flight as well as everyone else who's still on Carol's team not to interfere, because the last thing they need is a giant superhero brawl on the steps of the Capitol building, even though there's two superheroes already fighting on the steps of the Capitol building right now, so really what more damage could a couple more do to your rep? Tony swears up and down that he won't allow Carol to take the young Miles Morales away because of some vision that Ulysses had, and Carol says that she told Tony to not get in her way anymore. Huh. Well, you know, when you put it that way, it's almost like Captain Marvel is the bad guy or something. Actually, both here and in the pages of the Spider-Man tie-in, they make a pretty solid point that none of the heroes actually care about Miles right now and are only using it as grounds to fight one another. Now, while all this is going on, Queen Medusa and the Inhumans are desperately trying to rein in Ulysses, whose powers have grown completely out of control. He gave them a premonition that if this fighting does not stop, and soon, the entire future could end up like the Old Man Logan future. And hey, even though Maria Hill told everybody to not intervene in the fight, eventually all the heroes end up coming down and intervening in the fight anyway. Not that they needed to do so, because Carol had the fight with Iron Man in the bag. In fact, she ends up hitting him so hard that he's seemingly killed right then and there. Wow, you know, that was actually a really short, really anticlimactic fight when you stop and think about it. So much for me hoping that at least, if nothing else, Civil War II could compare to the original when it comes to the final fight. It's only here, way too late in the fight, to actually do anything to change anything, Ulysses and the Inhumans show up on the battlefield. Using his new god-level future sight, he projects into our heroes' minds visions of possible futures. And you know, when I say possible futures, I mean little sneak peeks for storylines that will probably be coming up within the next year or so. We get a bunch of colorful giant creatures that will no doubt play a major part in the Monsters Unleashed event, which will actually be coming out before you know it. We once again get to see Miles Morales Spider-Man standing over a dead Captain America, only this time the image has been pulled out more to reveal what's going on, that all of Washington is on fire, this is a clearly older Miles Morales, and that this is no doubt connected to the much bigger story of Steve Rogers believing himself to be a Hydra sleeper agent. So this vision might still come to pass, just, you know, in the far future, not right now. And oh look, even the Asgardians get in on the action. We get to see Thor, as in Odin's son, having reclaimed his hammer and battling what looks to be Loki, making use of the God Butcher's powers. Well, geez, that sure did feel like multiple pages in a row of nothing but commercials. What happened next to Ulysses? Well, he grew so big and so powerful that Eternity, one of the most powerful cosmic beings in the entire Marvel pantheon, descends from the heavens to ask Ulysses to come live with him in the realm of superior beings. Well, geez, isn't that a convenient way to write off your plot device character without actually needing to finish off his story arc or anything? Yep, Ulysses is gone now, and I'm sure no one will mention him ever again. I'm not even joking either. No one mentions Eternity or Ulysses ever again after this moment. Oh, and then there's the matter of Tony Stark. Despite what all the new comic books post-Civil War II that we have been reading might have told you, he's not really dead, not technically anyway. He's in a coma. A super convenient plot coma, I might add, which was only made possible by the fact that apparently Tony has been experimenting on his own body all this time, even though we never saw any of that. So essentially Beast and Carol and everyone else kind of box Iron Man up and put him away. Don't worry everyone, I'm sure he'll be back for the next big movie event. Also, hey, did anyone on Tony's side of the debate know any of this happened? They sure don't seem to be acting like it in any of the newer books. And now, with all of that out of the way, we finally reach our wrap-up. Carol Danvers reports to President, not Obama, who actually gives her a major pat on the back for all the good she did with the future crime, but more importantly, that when shit hit the fan, the government wasn't blamed for it. Captain Marvel says how the superhero community is more fragmented than ever now. The younger heroes have felt completely disenfranchised and struck off on their own. The divide between street level and non-street level heroes is bigger than ever before. The Guardians of the Galaxy are still stranded on Earth, and people like Black Panther and Medusa are probably going to be even more insulated and afraid of the outside world than ever before, but you know what, all in all, good job. In fact, President not Obama is so happy with what Carol has done, he decides to open up her checkbook to her and let her do whatever she wants for her next big project. But for more on that, go read the new Captain Marvel book. Civil War II was a comic with 8 regular issues. They got 1 more that took the entire year to come out, as well as a free comic book day prelude and 0 issue. After all that, this was still the best that they could do. All in all, I don't think I would be controversial saying that this was one of the biggest duds of 2016, and anything the book might had to have said at one point about profiling and future crime really got lost in just a muddled mess of inorganic feeling, motivations, and plot device characters. I mean, geez, at least when Tony was painted as the villain for the original Civil War, there was something to grab onto there. Here with Carol, she just felt kinda lazy the whole time. She did the wrong thing, because doing the right thing would have been harder, even when she was given proof over and over again by people she trusted. And I mean, really, what were the lasting impacts from this story? Hulk is dead, Rhodes is dead, Tony is in a coma, although he lives on as an AI, so none of that really mattered. Oh yeah, and a bunch of the teams got shifted around. Did you really need an event like this to accomplish all of those things? Honestly, I think we all know the answer to that, and it was no. All in all, this event was a mess from start to finish, one that even brought down other good books that had to tie into this nonsense. And I mean, honestly, given what we've already read from the post-Civil War II line of Marvel Comics, this event was pretty disposable too in the greater scheme of things. If there was one saving grace, at least it looked nice. Overall, I give this one a 4. Henceforth, let this book forever be remembered as Civil War II, aka the bad one.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.